It's that time again for Dave's Daily Picks.
It's August 28th, 2025. This is Dave's Daily Picks Pod, which you find on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Dave Sellers, your host. Find me on X at Dave's Daily Picks. Back after a profitable night. As we go 2-1, I told y'all I felt a hot streak coming. I personally went 5-1 yesterday. Did I get scared when the Rays threw away that game yesterday in the ninth? Yeah, I did. I'll be honest with you. But Asia comes through. The trend continues when she scores less than 20 points now in 5 straight games the next game. So when she scores less than 20 points in a game, the next game she scores 27 or more. That has happened now 5 times in a row. And the Aces keep rolling. Winners of 12 straight and now in sole possession of the 2 seed. I don't know if they can beat the Lynx in 5, but I'd be real scared. Because, I mean, the way Chelsea Gray is now shooting the 3 and their bench has come along, it's going to be real cool playoffs. I'm so excited for the WNBA playoffs. I'm back today with 3 plays for you guys. 1 WNBA player prop. I got 1 WNBA team total and a college football bet. Let's hop into what everybody's going to be excited about. Some college football tonight, baby. Nebraska and Cincinnati play tonight at Arrowhead in KC. This place is going to be packed with Husker fans. The Huskers are technically the road team and 6.5-point favorites, and the total set at 51.5. Coach Matt Rule needs to get off to a fast start this year. It's year 3. There's a lot of expectations. I'm pretty sure they had won their first bowl game in 8 seasons last year. Or it was the first time first time they had a winning year in 8 seasons. The good news for him, he has Dylan Raiola back. Dylan learned a lot last year as a freshman. He's in his 2nd year starting as a sophomore. He's an unbelievable talent. He does need to up his mental game, in my opinion, meaning he needs to hopefully spend all summer working on plays so that way he can process even quicker, but he does have a heck of an arm and he can run. And the good thing for him, he should be well protected, as there are 7 offensive linemen on this roster with at least 9 starts. Overall, this team returns 10 starters, and they were busy in the portal, adding 15, including 2 experienced wide receivers, and they brought in the Defensive Player of the Year out of the Sun Belt. The Bearcats of Cincinnati also returned their quarterback, Brendan Sorsby. Sorsby is a dual-threat quarterback, tends to lean on his legs more than his arm. The former IU transfer has not been Heisman worthy or even Big 12 Player of the Year worthy, but he's more than capable of having a good game. He's going to be missing a lot of receivers from last year. They only have 2 pass catchers returning, but one of them is Joe Royer, who is looking like a first-round draft pick in the NFL draft. So that's definitely somebody Nebraska is going to have to key in on. And also, they're going to have to stop the run. Cincinnati brought in Tyree Walker, who is on his 3rd team in his college career after stops in OU and Wisconsin. He actually led Wisconsin in rushing last year with over 800 yards. For this one, I'm going to back the Huskers. I'm laying the points. They return a lot of pieces from last year. Nebraska has the better defense, and defenses normally perform better the first few weeks of the season. With them having the better defense, I see them shutting down the Cincinnati, or at least limiting the Cincinnati offense. And Nebraska's offense is going to be better than it was last year. And I don't think the Cincinnati defense is world beaters by any stretch of the imagination. And like I said, that stadium's going to be packed with Husker fans. Next, Mercury in the Sky go at in Phoenix. The Mercury are 12-point favorites at home, and the total set at 164. The Sky have had another disappointing year. A team just ravaged by injuries, coming in with so much promise this year. and a new first-year head coach. Not blaming it all on the coach, but he's made some questionable decisions at times. But also, he lost his point guard. Reese has been in and out of the lineup. Ariel Atkins has been in and out of the lineup. Which, shout out to Ariel Atkins. She really balled out this year. The good thing for the Sky, they will have Ariel Atkins and Angel Reese tonight. They've only won 9 games this year, but they are playing a little better, a little more inspired basketball of late. And they've beat New York in New York for the second year in a row. For some reason, I don't know what's up with the fever in the Sky. They really like to play Liberty. I don't know if it's because of Reese and CC, like they just like get their team up and going or whatever. Back to this game. Ugh. But defense has been an issue for the Sky. 85 points per game or more over the last 4 games. For the Mercury, they look to improve their playoff positioning with a victory. Today, they hop into the 3rd seed, the tie with the Dream. They have won 4 or 5, and they are led by one of the best players in the WNBA, one of my favorite players to watch, Alyssa Thomas, who last time out broke her own record for most triple-doubles in a season with 7. Offense is the name of the game for Phoenix, and they love to shoot the 3 ball. They knock down 9 per game. For this one, I'm firing on the Mercury team total over 86.5. Phoenix has gone over this total in 2 of the 3 games they played against the Sky this year. As discussed above, the Sky really struggle defensively. It should be a good game for Phoenix. Also, if you want a little something else on this game, Alyssa Thomas at triple-double at plus 200. She does not have one this year against the Sky, but I have a feeling the Mercury are going to break the spirit of the Sky early, and AT is just going to have a great game. WNBA player prop, Dominique Malonga over 10.5 points. Y'all know I love Malonga, the French national. She's only 19 years old. She's going to be an absolute superstar in this league. Last time out was the first time in 4 games she failed to score in double digits. But overall, the Storm were just so bad that game against the Fever. It was really odd. Last time she played against the Lynx and actually saw more than 7 or 8 minutes, she put up 12 points. When Fee's on the court, it's going to be a little bit harder for her. But I think against the backups and against like Alana Smith, she should be able to get up shots, score points, crash offensive glass. She's going to have a good game, guys. All right, let's recap here. We got the Huskers of Nebraska, minus 6.5 points. We have Mercury team total over 86.5 and Dominique Malonga over 10.5 points. I appreciate all the support, guys. I meant to do this last night, but I had a late start today, so decided to hang out with the wife. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll release something tonight because there's a lot of college football to go into. Banquet management is key, and I may put out home run plays on TikTok under Dave's Daily Picks Pod or on X later. I got to do a little more research. I've hit one in back-to-back days personally. I may throw out 3 or 4 like little $5 bets. Why not? Let's have a good day.